All right, Montrel. Montrel, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
I'm from LA, California, Los Angeles.
Tell me about your family growing up.
My mama, we were staying with each other. I was staying with my mom and my dad at one point in time when I was about like 9 or whatever. And then at about like 11, that's when we moved to with my auntie because we was homeless. We didn't have nowhere to go, so we moved with my auntie. And then from there, that's when things just took a big turn in my life.
Where were you guys homeless?
We was homeless on Crenshaw in East LA or whatever.
But dad couldn't work, mom couldn't work?
So my mom was in the process of working, and she actually found a job during us staying with my auntie. And my dad, she left my dad because my dad beat up on her or whatever. So that's why they broke up, and we just ended up homeless.
So you moved to your aunt's, and you said things got worse?
And things got worse. That's what took place and made this a bad experience.
What happened?
So it started September 11th, 2001. We was living with my auntie or whatever, and she was going through what she was going through. So we just added to what she was going through. And then she broke up with her husband, and then her husband was a jealous person or whatever. So as we living with her, I say 2, 3, 4 weeks living with her, we actually seen what we seen by her husband doing little crazy things towards us that messed our life up and had us with a bad experience. So my auntie told him to get up out the house, so he got up out the house, and he thought that he was cheating on her. I mean, she was cheating on him when she don't want nothing to do with him, so he was a jealous person. So at the time, we all just forgot about him as he moved out.
So he was doing something, what was he, when you said he was doing stuff with the kids?
No, so what I mean by that is he was doing stuff towards us to get us to open the door when he knocked on the door when she said don't open the door.
Oh, I see, okay.
So he'd knock on the door and we'd go to the door and see us him and he'd run off. And then so one night he actually came, my mama went to work, and then he came one night and said, and knocked at the back door. And when he knocked at the back door, my auntie came from out her room and opened the door and said, who knocking on the door? We said, we don't know. So she looked, so she said, oh, it's just the kids, the neighborhood kids playing ding dong ditch. And so we didn't pay no mind. We just forgot about it. We steady playing with fake money, playing like kids. So he go to the front door and he knock on that door. We didn't answer it. So at the same time, we just ignored it. He kicked down the door, and when he kicked down the door, the whole door flew, hit the table, and he came in shooting. And it's 4 kids in the house, and there's 2 adults. He thought that, because he was looking through the window, he thought that was my auntie cheating with her cousin, but he didn't know that was her cousin. So he thought it was another dude. So he came through shooting at us, bam. So we all had to squeeze in through a little tight couch. So my little sister ran out the back door. I ran in the bathroom. My 2 brothers ran in a room with them, and they jumped in the closet. At the time, his own son, he was trying to kill him, his little son. So he was shooting, boom, boom. He ran out of bullets. He reloaded. So I'm in the bathroom looking at everything unfold. So he reloading, and my auntie is scrambling in there, panicking. So I'm crying. I'm teared up. So I see my brother through the bathroom, through the closet, so I'm like giving them signs like, please just close the door. So they couldn't understand me, so the dude already ran up in there and loaded and shot her cousin 8 times in the back. So he fell on the bed, and when he fell on the bed, I'm looking at everything. So he fell on the bed, already dead, he completely gone. So my auntie screaming in one place, just like, why?
How old was your cousin?
My cousin, her cousin?
The one who was shot?
Okay, he was about like 32.
Okay.
And so as he fell dead, my auntie, it's her turn. So he ran out of bullets again, so he came packed or whatever. So he went to the kitchen, grabbed a metal chair, and then he hit her in the nose with the tip of the legs. and it peeled all this off. Like literally I seen like pouring punch from sideways and you see it spread open. That's how I looked at it. So when she was like this, it was just spreading, just leaking. And then that traumatized me from right there. I was so panicked out. I thought he was just everywhere in the house. That's how much it traumatized me. So as he did that, he got the gun loaded again, bam. And then she's screaming for her life. She just on her knee like, please don't do this to me. I hear her trying to explain, but she's choking on the blood, I guess, coming from out her nose or whatever, and going to her throat. And then I'm looking at her crying. So he looked in the bathroom. He seen me. I closed the curtain, and then he just didn't pay no attention. He finished her off and shot her in the head like 2 times or whatever. And so she fell on the ground, bam. And I was like, so he ran out. And he ran up back out the back door. He didn't leave the property or nothing. He jumped in some trees, which we know because the detectives told us. So when I leave out, he grabbed my brother and put the gun so before he left, he put the gun to my brother's head and clicked it, but he ran out of bullets once again. So I was like, oh my God. So I'm seeing my auntie dead. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I see the volcano of her blood just shooting out her head. She just gone. So I looked at her cousin that was dead already. I thought he was just completely gone. He got up like this and itched his mustache and laid back out. But he didn't open his eyes or nothing. He just itched and gone. So, ma'am, so now the detectives on the scene or whatever, they investigate us or whatever. So the main person he was after was my mama, because he felt like my mama hooked her up with her cousin, which he thought. So we was tripping. So the investigators sent us next door, because mind you, we was homeless. They sent us next door to the murder scene, to an old lady house that we know. So she took care of us for one night. They bought us food, which we couldn't eat. Our appetite was completely gone after seeing all this. So we was like, oh my God, I don't feel, we all said it, me and my brothers and sister. So my mama came home or whatever, she just lost her mind, and the police point where we was at, and then she lost her mind because she knew that she was gonna die next. So as my mama telling the detectives, like, we need to go. Well, he's not gonna give up. So the same day, the dude came back from wherever he was at in this the little property. He came back and we heard something at the door. We was like, oh my God, he back. He disappeared. So he used to work wires, like phones or whatever. So he tapped into the phone that we was using and completely heard that we called the cops and told him he back. So the detectives sent us to a motel, you know. So let me just remind you. So when my mama was finna go back to work, you know what I'm saying, to call off or whatever, because this happened with us, he seen us in the parking lot. And the most craziest thing happened. He ran up with the gun as we getting in the car. He ran up with the gun and bam, all the neighbors seen him. So he got scared because he already tricked my mama car. He knew my mama car, he knew everything. She turned her key, it was like, because he put sugar in her tank, which the investigators seen sugar poured in there. And then, So at that time, we go to Motel 6. The investigators take us to Motel 6, way at the top, because he just knew everywhere we was going to go. So we way at the top. This dude is so smart that he actually found my mama. So when he found my mama, he came to the motel. He knew her full name, her maiden name. He came to the motel and said, excuse me, you think this is what we've been told? And you know, we was on the phone with the people. So he was like, do you know, he said the name to the people, do you know Julie, which is my mama? They was like, yeah. So they called up to make sure, you know, you got a visitor. She was like, she just automatically, her face just melted. We looking at my mama. I was like, oh, so we knew something was off. So he was trying to get up there to her and finish all of us off. So she said, no, don't let him up, don't let him up. So she said, could you call the police? So they called the police and my mama called the police. And when they called the police got there, he was gone, but he was across the street. So his name was Otto, by the way. So they across the street, this is what God did for us. We seen from this high top Motel 6, looking down, we see him in the parking lot having a shootout with the police. This was all on the news or whatever. When he had a shootout with the police, we can't see the bullets, but we could see the aiming and taking cover. He shot the police, and the bullet of the police and his bullet hit each other, and bam, ricocheted. His own bullet killed him and shot him in the head. And then the other cop got hit in the chest, which he had a body armor on, which didn't fade him, and he died right there. And that's when our life, got fixed. They took us to protective custody. They started letting us meet famous people or whatever.
You're saying the bullets hit each other?
And ricocheted and killed him.
And the cop got hit as well?
Yeah, he got hit. But both of them got hit by each other bullet because they bounced and hit.
I'm not sure about that, but this story is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you?
I was 11. After the Twin Towers fell, I was 11.
It was the same day as September 11th?
September 12th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a story.
Yeah, and it was kind of crazy.
Was your life ever the same after that?
Never the same, and I just go through so many. So now I got mental health problems.
I bet.
But it's not mental, it's not like I'm hearing voices or seeing things. No, it's a mental problem living in LA of hearing, because I'm around, the gutter. So, certain things, movements.
Sirens.
It trigger me off, like hanging around people.
You hear gunshots down there too.
Oh, you hear everything, man. And it's kind of crazy, and I tripped out. So that's when we start getting crime. I start going to jail. I start doing stuff because it just messed me up mentally, like literally. So so this time I went to jail for stealing a police vehicle. Why did I do that? Because I felt somebody was trying to kill me, so I ran away. And no drugs. When I ran away, I seen the police car, and I said, "Excuse me, somebody trying to kill me. Could you help me? I got a warrant. Could you take me to jail?" She said, "No, stand over there." So when she said that, it triggered me off that she tried. It just triggered me off.
Was the guy you mentioned earlier who murdered everybody, was he on drugs?
No, he was completely sober. It was a jealousy thing.
Yeah.
Controlling.
How old are you now? I'm
33 right now.
33.
Yeah.
You working?
I'm working. I'm completely homeless. I had a job, security, but I stopped working or whatever, and now I'm just homeless, trying to get my life together. Me and my girl, and it's kind of hard because I've been living from the gutter, having nothing. Me and my girl had money, thousands, but that don't mean nothing because we lost it quicker than we got it. Going to jail, in and out. So right now, I'm just trying to get my life together.
How far did you go in school?
I got to the 12th grade, and I dropped out.
Your family probably was reeling from that event for years after that.
Yeah, well, she just, my oldest brother turned gay after my auntie died. He turned gay. He just gave up on, I guess, man. He the way he explained it, it seemed like he scared a man, so he started dating him. So I was confused. I was like, okay, bam. My sister was a nice lady. Yeah, she was my youngest sister. I only got one sister. Her life turned out to be bad. She started using drugs. All this happened after this happened, and it's growing up. We just all got demonized, and our lives haven't been the same, period. So I'm just trying to break that curse or whatever is happening, because they say if you escape death, it's gonna be more to come, like Final Destination. So that's what I was feeling like, dang, we escaped death because we almost was dead, So, so I'm just trying to change my life, to tell you the truth, after all this, and I still go through it to this day.
Still bothers you?
Still bothers me.
PTSD?
I promise, and it's not a good thing, you feel me? Because anything would kill. I get spooked, I either do some crazy stuff thinking, or I do some crazy stuff going to jail.
What is it, your anxiety gets crazy?
Mm-hmm. Yep, my anxiety, and it's real. It's not no no fake, you know. Like, so me telling my homies this, they use this against me. So they start playing trigger in my head, you know? Like, because I don't do no closed door. When I take a shower, I tell my girl, don't let nobody in, you know, because I don't trust people, like, you know? Only people outside the hood, I catch them, you know?
Are drugs a part of your life?
Drugs? No, I only smoke Newports, cigarettes, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't do no drugs.
What would you like to do?
What, like drugs?
For work. Not drugs, work.
I would like to do anything, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm good at, I could do security, so like I said, my preference is not big. So stocking, I could do, I'm doing regular stuff. I could carry stuff, put it in the reload and
You
all
just
that.
wanna work.
Yeah. So
Do you have kids?
I got 2 kids.
Where are they?
They with my baby's mama.
You see them once in a while?
Yeah. And they love me too, because, you know, they got faith in me. They 11 and 10, you know, 2 boys. And they love me to death. And they see their father. The reason why their mama got rid of me is because the simple fact is it was over a relationship of how I'm not completing stuff in life. Like, you know, I don't know how to apply for a job, which my girl got me the security job to apply. And I don't know how to do certain things because I never been taught that in my life. Like, you know, my mama was so busy trying to get her life together with us, you know?
And your dad was nowhere around?
Nah, my dad was a gangbanger, you know, you know, it hurt me today that, you know, he died or whatever, but he was fixing his life, and when he died, he was giving us things we wanted, he was talking to us, and then he died, you know? So it just messed us up, you know? So my faith in people just gave up because nobody, so when I ask for help, this is what they do. They say, you a grown man, you should know this. I feel embarrassed. I ain't gonna lie, I feel embarrassed, bro. So I stopped stealing to, you know, me and my girl, I stopped stealing, bro. This is what I've gave up now. Stop stealing. People that, you know, we live with or whatever, they try to engage. They try to make me go back to that way. Oh, you gonna just sit around? I'm like, man, I'm finna try to apply for a job. Like, you know, they was like, but you gotta wait. Come on, like, go do something. Go come up with something. I'm like, what the heck? So that drew me to go take somebody's car, a lady car. I took this car and dragged the lady, bro. And when I took it, it made a bigger problem. And then I just left. I left my girl at that house.
What do you mean you dragged her?
I dragged her, so I jumped in the car, bam, and she was locking her gate, and she turned around, and she was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm sorry, I apologize. But I'm in her car, I wasn't gonna stop. So I pulled, her door still open, I pulled and backed up, she grabbed the door, and I immediately just freaked out, and I took off, and she was like spinning in the street. And she fell or whatever. I wanted to turn back, but you can't do a crime and turn back and try to help, you know? So I kept going or whatever, but I did change her mind because I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do none of this. I stopped. So I took it to the police station, the whole car, and then they arrested me right there. The lady came to the police station, dropped all charges.
She did?
Yeah, dropped all charges. And this is something that I'm going through right now, like literally. Like I said, it's no messed up head thinking. All I need is to be taught. I'm 33 years old. I ain't never, ever been taught how to do certain things that I don't know how to do. Because if I ask, it's a bad thing. It's like you a dumb person trying to low grade me, you know, in front of my girl, you feel me? And it just hurt me a lot. Like, you know, they be calling me whitewashed or white person. I don't listen to certain things, but when they put me down in front of my girl, I don't know how to react. So I'll be wanting to fight, but my girl look at me like, you know, okay, you wrong. Just ignore it. You a grown man. So I'm living with these people and I gotta take what they gotta, you know, abuse. I give them whatever I got. I ain't never been on EBT, but I'm on EBT. Never been on it. Cause I was really hustling. I really was making money out there. And I changed, and these people know that. And I changed. These people that I'm with right now, they don't care about none of that. They don't care. They want me to drop. They want me to like go low. you know, because we was helping them at one time with no problem. Now I'm in need because they was stealing from us. Now I'm in need. They some cold people, bro. They was some cold people.
Was there ever a temptation to get into gangs when you were younger?
Yeah. And that's another thing I stopped doing, is I was claiming a blood gang. Like claiming, but you know, they know me over there, but I was claiming something, being something I'm not, because I was looking for love. I got my mama still, my brother's sister, but I was looking for love, thinking that they could teach me how to get money or get a job. I was looking for the wrong thing at the wrong place with the wrong people, and that it messed me up more. And then I finally went to prison, and I got out, and the OG told me, he was like, bro, be yourself. Before I got out, he said, be yourself. Don't prove nothing to nobody. That's when I stopped stealing when I got out. I stopped claiming bloods. I don't do nothing. My girl proud of me. I don't do none of that, bro. So I'm like, I know in my heart I changed, you know, and I'm still going through now. I'm going through a change. Then again, I'm going through people throwing stuff of what I'm not doing, or he's trying to tell my girl, leave me. We've been together 10 years. 10 years, you know, and we was setting goals for ourselves, you know, trying to build it up. We lost it all. Both of us went to jail. We lost it all. They totaled my car. I went on a high-speed chase, crashed the car to the police car, crashed to several cars. Bam. We just spent the money on that car to get it renewed or whatever. And then when we went to jail, we got out. That's when we started living with other people. That's what now it's like messing our relationship up, you know, like with these people. And it's hurting me that I feel lesser than a man, you know, that my girl she a nice female. She is not bad at all. They'll say certain things to her to get in her head, which I understand. I'm a grown man. But they don't know my history. They don't know what our connection is, but they put things in her head like, this a grown man. You don't do nothing for him. Let him do it. Now I find myself explaining to these people, bro, you don't know what I got. They be like, I don't want to hear it. I be like, oh, heck no. So I be tripping, like, you know, and it get to her, like, you know, she be hungry, and I be like, So guess what I think? I go straight to temptation. I be like, I should go, now I've got to prove to my girl, she know that I take care of her. I did it. I got to prove to her I could go get her a meal. I don't want to do it. So I stayed put. I just stayed put. I was starved, you know, and I let her, I say, you a female, you could go ask them for food, you know, they'll give you the money or whatever, I'll pay them back, which they give it to her, right? As soon as I ask them, like, hey, you think I could get like $5 so I could just get some food? They be like, come on, man. Like, come on, you don't got no money? I be like, so I'm a Virgo. I got a heart, you know, but I could be evil too, you know, just like the normal person. But it just hurt me that, like, I'm 33. I don't have no type of trade. I don't have no skill in life. I haven't learned certain things that normal 33-year-olds know, you know, and
What would you say is the biggest thing that's missing in the hood for kids growing up?
Fathers. If they don't have their father, it's gonna mess them up. The way my baby mama doing, it hurt me, it tear me down. You know why? Because I can't go over there every day. I don't have no car right now. I go over there, this how my baby mama talk to my kids. I'm not with all this. Hey, my nigga, like, what? So when I tell her about herself, like, she hit me with this. These my kids, I'm raising them. Whoa, but what that got to do with teaching them the right way? You know, she get mad at me. I can't say nothing. So I tell my kids so respectful to me, never whooped them. They say, Daddy, I would never cuss in front of you. I said, don't cuss at all. It's not cool, you know? He was like, okay, I'm not Daddy. She let them go with kids over there, which she stay in the infested gang area. I'm talking about active. She let my kids, bro, walk to school with these other young little black kids with snot coming out their nose. You could just tell they finna grow up to be something, like, you know, a gang member. And I'm not judging some bad things on them, but you could tell because I've been through it. I raised up and seen the snotty nose grow up to be the hardest dude banging. So I'm trying to tell my baby mama it's nothing I could do until I get myself together so I can have that time with them so they can, split, and I can help my kids. I try my best, bro. For real.
Role models, fathers, education seems to be a big deal as well.
Yeah, they going to school every day or whatever. They listen to me and I tell them to stay out, don't play the game too much. But like I said, I'm not blaming my baby mama. She just give them everything they need to the video games and all that. So when I come over their house, all they doing is playing the game. I'm like, did you do your homework? He was like, and I'm about to do it after. I'm like, nope, stop that. Do it right now, like for real. And then the mama come out, tell me what I gotta do, telling them what to do. So I'm at a lose battle with everything right now when I changed the way I used to be. It's like she respected me when I was coming up and having money, giving her money and all that. She respected that. Now it's a change. Now I'm too soft. I'm soft. I got feelings. Like, so it's like, what the heck? Like, she already know what I'm capable of, but why I gotta prove it? Because when I prove it, I'm gonna end up in jail because nobody liked the way I am, when I'm at. So I'm just trying to figure it out, like, and like I said, I'm scared to ask people for help. So I only got my girlfriend to ask help. And I know it's sad for a man to run to a female when the female supposed to really run to a man. But
have you considered moving out of LA?
I ain't even gonna lie, I haven't even thought about it.
No, I'm not suggesting that. I'm just, I know that LA can be more expensive than other places.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also reasons to stay put here, your kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I know if I move, she not gonna let my kids come all the way out there wherever I'm at.
Yeah, it's gonna get expensive. Montrel, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
So as growing up and what happened to my auntie, is I try to avoid danger. I try to skip away from danger.
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble, and then I try to build something for my life because I don't want to be like this for the rest of my life. I'm really thinking hard, and I just need to put it in action, which, like, I want to ask Siri, Siri, like, hey, could you help me? Because I know she ain't going to talk back, like, on some rude stuff. But that's just a joke, And I got a good personality, but it's erasing. It's erasing because it's not fun no more.
Too much negativity.
There's too much negativity around me. And then they expect me to laugh when they joke. I can't laugh because what you did last night. I don't forget things. I don't hold grudges, but you were serious. I don't be serious about nothing I do to people I hang around with,
The hood is just tough.
It's tough, and I can make it through it, though, because I'm still over there. And I just ran from over there on some crazy stuff. I can make it, but I'm changing. I'm trying to change inside the hood. So that's a hard part. It's trying to change in the hood when you've seen the same things that you've seen that started you. How could you change that? That's a big thing. So you got a lot of obstacles to go through before you So.
All right. Montrel, thank you so much for sharing your story.
All right, I appreciate it.
I wish you lots of luck.
All right, thank you.
You seem like a good dude.
Yeah, I am.